Hello my dear students, welcome you all for the Samveda e-learning program. You have learnt many concepts in last 2 lessons regarding stars and solar system. Today you will learn much more about this topic. In the second session, you have all learnt about stars, star constellations, constellations and ancient Indian astronomy, constellations in the night sky, in solar system and also about sun. Today in this session, you will learn about members of solar system, some other members of solar system other than planets and satellites and artificial satellite. My dears, you are all familiar about members of solar system, that is 8 planets in the solar system. You could able to identify the names of the planets in the solar system. Firstly, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So, these are the 8 wonderful planets of our solar system. In this session, I will give you detailed informations regarding each and every planet of our solar system. My dears, the first 4 planets, that is Mercury, Venus, Mars and Earth, are much closer to the sun than other 4 planets in the solar system. These are commonly called as inner planets. The interesting fact is, these planets are having only few satellites. After the 4 planets, that is 4 inner planets, the planet beyond Mars, namely Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, are far away from the inner planets and also from the sun. They are called as outer planets and also called as gas giants. So, these planets having more number of satellites. As you all know that period of revolution of this outer planet is more when compared to the inner planets. Now, let us learn about the first member of the solar system, that is what we call the Mercury. And what are the interesting fact about this Mercury means, Mercury is closest to the sun. Which is the planet nearest to the sun? Yes, exactly. Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun. It is the smallest planet in the solar system. That is the another interesting fact. And more interesting is, the period of revolution is only 88 days. It is not so easy to identify this Mercury easily because it is very nearest to the sun. However, it can be seen on the horizon shortly before sunrise or shortly after sunset. And the important thing is, Mercury does not have any satellites. After the Mercury, we have Venus. The second nearest planet to the sun. The interesting fact about this Venus is the closest planet to the earth. It is the brightest planet in the night sky. We can identify easily because of its brightness. Sometime it appears in the eastern sky before sunrise. Sometime it appears in the western sky after sunset. So, though it is not a star, It is usually called an early morning or evening star. The period of revolution of this Venus planet is 225 days. Venus also not having any satellite. Venus rotates from east to west. Now, it is our wonder planet, that is Earth. Let us learn more about Earth. In the solar system, Earth is the only planet with living beings. Some of the unique characteristics of the environment have contributed to the existence of life on the Earth. So, those factors are fixed distance from the sun, specific temperature range, presence of water, then optimal atmosphere and ozone layer cover. So, these are the special characters of or factors which contribute the existence of life on the earth. As the water and terrain of the earth surface reflect the light, the earth look blue-green when viewed from the sky as well as from the moon. The period of revolution of earth is, it is known to you, it is 365 days or what we call 1 year. The axis of rotation is not perpendicular to the plane of its orbit. This tilt is the cause of the season on the earth, which is responsible for the formation of season on the earth. Earth has only one satellite or one moon. The next planet after the earth is Mars. The interesting fact about Mars are, Mars is the first planet outside the Earth orbit. This is called the red planet because it appears in red color in the night sky. The period of revolution is 687 days. Mars has two small natural satellites just like moon of the Earth. They represent the Greek mythological twins called Phobos, that is panic or fear, and Deimos, which means terror. The wonderful planet in the solar system is Jupiter because of its size. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Its size is such that it can hold about 1300 Earths inside it. The mass is about 318 times that of the Earth. It rotates very faster on its axis. Believe it or not, it takes only 10 hours to complete one rotation, but its period of revolution is more. Jupiter has a large number of moons. It also has a faint ring around it. Jupiter can be easily identified as it looks bright in the sky. With the help of telescope, we can identify the 4 of its largest moons, namely Io, Europa, Ganymede and Callisto. These are also called Galilean satellites. The interesting fact is, Ganymede is the biggest satellite of the Jupiter. The another interesting fact is, from the Galileo's period to the year 2021, so nearly about 72 satellites of Jupiter have been identified. Now, the another wonderful planet in the solar system is Saturn because of its wonderful ring system. What are the interesting fact about Saturn? Yes, here it is about Saturn. Saturn is a yellowish colored planet after Jupiter. It is also biggest planet after the Jupiter. The beautiful ring around it make it a special planet in the solar system. It is very familiar to us because of its ring system around it. Saturn also have a large number of satellites. Titan is the main satellite. Other important satellites are Rhea, Iapetus, Dione and Tethys. The period of revolution is about 29 years. The Saturn is only the planet in the solar system which can float on water because of its low density. Now, so we have Uranus. After the Saturn, there is another wonderful planet, Uranus. Uranus rotates from east to west. Its brightest satellites are Oberon and Miranda. Its period of revolution is 84 years. And lastly, we have blue planet. So, that is Neptune. It is 14 times massive than that of Earth. Methane is the cause of the planet's pastel color. Its period of revolution is 84 years, and the major satellite of Neptune is Triton, and you know that it is the farthest planet from the Sun. Uranus and Neptune are the most exterior planet in the solar system. These can only be viewed with the help of large telescope. The following information gives you the number of satellites of the different planets. As you all know that Mercury do not have any satellite, there is no satellite for Venus also. Earth having only one, that is Moon. Mars having two, Phobos and Deimos. Jupiter along with the Galilean satellites, there are 72 satellites are there for Jupiter. For Saturn there are 62, for Uranus there are 27, for Neptune there are 14 satellites are discovered and named. So, we have other members in the solar system. Other celestial objects orbiting the Sun, they are also the member of the solar system. The firstly asteroid, we can see this asteroid in between Mars and Jupiter. There is a huge gap between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. This gap is occupied by large number of small bodies that also orbit the Sun. They are called as asteroids. These asteroids can be viewed with the help of telescope. So, here you are seeing asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. They are also orbiting the Sun. Now, we have comets. The comets are also the member of our solar system. Comets orbit in the Sun in an elliptic orbit. The period of rotation around the Sun is usually very long, it takes many years. Comet is seen with a bright head and long tail. Its tail is stretching as it approaches the Sun. The tails of comet is in opposite to the direction of the Sun. So, you are seeing here how the tail is going to be formed when it is approaches the Sun. Some comets appear periodically for a specific period of time. The famous comet called Halley comet, which approaches the Sun for every 76 years. It was visible in 1986. Can you tell me when the Halley comet will be reappear? And in which year we can see this Halley comet? This Halley comet can be seen on 27th of July 2061. Think that if you are now 14 years older, your age at the time of seeing the Halley comet will be 54 years. You will become 54 years older when you are going to see the Halley comet in the night sky. The discovery of the comets. There are few comets are discovered in different years. Sirius is discovered in the year 1801. Its diameter is 785 kilometers. Pallas was discovered in 1802. Its diameter is 486 kilometers. And Juno is another comet discovered in the year 1804. Its diameter is 160 kilometers. And Vesta discovered in the year 1807 and its diameter is 399 kilometers. So, we have another members in the solar system what we call shooting star or meteors. We can see this meteor at the night sky. The meteorite is usually a small body. Sometime it enters the earth atmosphere, then it will be faster. Its temperature is increases by the friction of the air. It glows and evaporates quickly. Some meteors are large in size and reach the earth before being completely evaporated. Those bodies that reach the earth are called as meteorites. The meteorite helps scientists to find the what kind of matter of the solar system causes. The meteor shower. A group of meteorites can be seen as the earth crosses the tail of the comet. These are called as meteor shower. Now, so we have another member what we call artificial satellites. Artificial satellites are man-made. They are launched from the earth. They orbit the earth very close to the earth natural satellite moon. These are launched for different purpose. For navigation purpose, to study the weather and to get the meteorological survey, and for other purposes like radio broadcasting and television broadcasting. India has built and launched several satellites. Aryabhatta is the first Indian satellite. The other satellite of the India are INSAT series satellites, IRS series satellites, Kalpana 1, EduSat, and recently we have conducted Chandrayaan 1 and 2, and we are successful in getting the informations regarding the moon. We have also launched the satellite for the Mars with the minimum cost of expenditure. So, these are the pictures of Indian satellites. So, let us know about the applications of artificial satellite. They are used to send weather forecast and television and radio signals. They are also used in telecommunication as well as navigation system. My dears, these are very important informations regarding stars and solar system. You have learnt wonderful informations regarding this lesson from these 3 sessions. My dears, in this session you learnt about the 4 inner planets, their names, their position from the sun, and the number of satellites for the inner planets. And about outer planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and their position in the solar system and their number of satellites. You also learned about Uranus and Neptune, their period of revolution and rotation, their position in the solar system. And also you have learnt about comet Halley. And also you have learnt about shooting stars or meteors. These are appearing like star falling, though they are not stars. And also you have learnt about meteorites. Meteors which are in large size, when they reach the earth, before that they are going to completely burn and they are going to evaporate it. Sometime they reach the earth also, they can cause the craters on the earth's surface. and about meteor shower. They are the group of meteorites can be seen as the Earth crosses the tail of the comet. So we can see the repetition of this meteor shower annually. Now, based on the today's concept, I am going to give you the questions for home assignment, and write down the question and write the answer and show to your teachers. The first question is, what are inner planets? Name them. Second question is, name the Galilean satellites of the Jupiter. The next question is, what are comets? What are comets made of? The fourth question is, what are shooting stars? Write the uses of artificial satellites. Fill in the blanks with suitable answer. The planet nearest to the Sun is the planet nearest to the Earth is the planet dash and dash do not have their natural satellites. The planet dash is called the evening star or morning star. The largest planet of the solar system is the farthest planet of the solar system is the planet with beautiful ring system is the Indian first artificial satellite is the orbit of the comet around the Sun is the biggest satellite of the solar system is. So, these are the question for your home assignment. Please write down the question and write the answer. Thanks for watching this program. Stay safe, and keep learning. Have a bright future. Thank you all. Thank you so much.